Okay, so things have been very interesting lately. I did have surgery, and ever since then, I've been like on pins and needles. Um, I have a lot on my mind, and I got these horrible scars from surgery, and it just kind of like brought back all this trauma for me. Um, of when I've been hurt in the past, and I talked to the nurse that gives me my antidepressants and antipsychotics, and she was like, "Tell me about your trauma." Or somebody asked me, I don't remember like who. I think it was a hotline I called or something. I have no idea, but they were like asking me about situations I've been in, and I was like, "Wow, this has been a lot. I've been in a lot of very negative situations, like, and I never like stopped and said, 'Damn, that's wrong.'" You know what I mean? Like, nobody ever said it to me though, like as a kid and stuff, like shit that happened to me that I just moved on from, but it kind of carried on into adulthood. Because people that like prey on the vulnerable, they usually look for somebody that's got like, I want to say, a weak mind. So it happened a lot throughout my life, and I was just kind of like going through pictures of the first job I had and stuff like that, and how it's weird. I used to take diet pills all the time, thinking there was nothing wrong with that, and I would have heart palpitations. And I looked at my pictures from then, I was like, wow, I was so like wired up, or whatever you want to call it. Like, I was just like, you know, zooming around my freaking restaurant that I worked in and able to just go, go, go. And like, that was wrong. I was only 17, 18 years old, and they were legal, and I took them like they were candy, and so stupid. You don't know when you're that young. You think like everything's, just because it has a label on it means it's okay and it's safe, and it's not safe, you know? So that kind of got me like thinking of the future, of how I'm going to handle my depression and still not end up on anything that alters my mind. You know what I mean? Like, I really don't want anything to alter my mind. And it's hard when you think you're taking stuff that is supposed to help you feel better, like less depressed or whatever, but instead it kind of makes you like anxious as hell. At least that's what my prescriptions are doing to me right now. So I don't like it. I really don't. I don't like how I feel. I'd rather be kind of depressed, and, I'm thinking too much. So, and I'm hearing voices, which is super fun. And I haven't been to the doctor to tell them that, because I just kind of feel um, like I want to think before I do anything. But right now, I'm going through something very different. Like like I know I'm not stable, wishing I could be. It's like a desperation of wanting to be whatever you've been in the past, of being able to handle everything, and you just want to be able to handle everything, your responsibilities and stuff, and everything just falls through the cracks. I don't know how to talk about it. I really don't. I don't trust anybody. Um, I'm very, very paranoid. Very paranoid. I'm irritated. Everything is just like got me on hypervigilance isn't really the word. It's more like like too aware, just things I don't want to know. Like, do not tell me your secrets. I don't want to know. Please don't tell me anything. That's where I'm at. It's like I'm tired of being fed information, and it's stupid. I don't want to watch the news. I don't want any more information about what goes on in other countries. It's just it makes my head spin. Literally, I'm just like I cannot take any more information into my brain. So, the only thing that relaxes me is drinking. And that's kind of convenient. I don't want to do that either. It's just like drinking is supposed to just take the edge off and relax you, but they say it's a progressive disease. And I agree with that. Like it starts with that and then it turns into other things because you want that escape from reality, and I sure as hell do. Anyways, I'm just blah 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 blah. I'm really irritated right now by like how overly alert my brain is. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I cannot like stop thinking of crap that has nothing to do with now. It's like I'm ruminating like crazy. Ruminating about things that are out of my control. It's not happening right now. It's not happening to me. I don't need the paranoia. I really don't. Anyways. But from what I understand is that the way to get somebody to do something you want them to do is to scare them into it. That's what I've always known ever since I was 4. Like, you better do this. You know what I mean? And it just, you obey and obey and obey. And then you realize that some people want to take on that maternal or fraternal, is that the word I'm looking for? Fatherly. Other people want to pretend they're your parents, and they want to act like they're going to support you, and you need to obey them, and you need to listen to them, and it's so confusing. So confusing. I mean, there's always somebody to answer to, basically. But then you get to a point where it's like, why am I listening to you, Out of fear. I guess I can attribute it to religious organizations that scare you into believing if you don't do these things, you're gonna die. You're gonna go to hell. All these threats. And I grew up in that, so I was so obedient. But where are they now? You know what I mean? I've gone to church. I've gone to every try to get back what I believed in when I was little, and now all I see is just manipulation. And it hurts. It gets you when you're a kid, you know what I mean? They really reel you in, and it's the softest place to be, and you know where you're going when you die, and just easy rules to follow. But when you shed that through, I'm not saying I'm not a believer anymore, but it's like it wore off, I want to say. If that makes sense. It wore off. I think the reason why I feel that way is because I've been through so many things and I was alone, you know what I mean? I'm just now realizing how alone I was. People say I was delusional. Maybe. But that could be the devil's trick, you know? I'm very confused about my spirituality right now. Very confused. Anyways, it's I'm just kind of like everything wrapped around thought religion for me, everything. It was everything for me. I'm having a hard time identifying like myself right now. Like who I want to be now, and what do I want to do. I feel afraid without that certainty. That certainty is not here right now. It was always there, but it's not here now. Something's wrong. Can't see clearly. I don't want to live in fear. I don't want people to make me believe that God is a horrible God and wants bad things for you and you're supposed to live in fear. And I did not believe that growing up. It's so messed up. I believed in right and wrong, you know? Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not. There's so many thou shalt nots that you just don't do things like that. And when you do, there's consequences. Right? Whatever. I don't know. I'm confused. I don't like it. I don't like it. That's all.